Hi, everyone. Hi, Jenny, um, Leo, Lida, Sestri, William. Hi, Jenny. Wow, I have a lot of people here. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Hope everyone is well. Welcome to today's webinar. So I can see a lot of people is popping in now, which is really good. Hope you have a fantastic Happy New Year. And please let me know if you can see my screen and hear my voice loud and clear. Just say hi to me, chat with me. Let me just check the chat. Yeah, hi. Okay. It looks like everyone is popping in now, so I'm gonna start and just want to let you know that I have recorded this webinar and I will send the recording to you so you can listen to it again, because the topics that I'm going to share with you today is very important, and I want you to, if you want to, you can listen it again. Okay, so great to see you all today online. And for this year 2021, our firm wants to strongly focus in the area of assets protections, and which is protecting your family wealth due to the COVID. As you know, things is very uncertain. So traditionally, our firm is focused more in tax and accounting and compliance. And now, with things that really uncertain and with the COVID and all that, it changed a lot of people's thinking, and it puts a lot of pressures and stress to us and also our family. So we are now worry more now, right? We worry about our health, we worry about our family, our wealth, and we worry about what if something happened to us, and then to yourself, and then what is going to happen with the family. I'm going to share with you this year, especially, a lot of great strategies about how you can protect your assets, how you can save a lot of tax, and you can have more money, and you can increase your wealth, and also then you will have that peace of mind. So let's get started. Okay, so the topic today is called the Successor Director Solution. It's protecting all of your companies and trustee companies and also your trading company with the Successor Director Solution. And you're just wondering, what is this? So just let me explain to you what is the major problem of this. It's like if you are a single director or a sole director, then what would happen if you cannot operating your business anymore, and because of your incapacitated, that means that you're really sick, you can't operate your business anymore, or if you pass away without a properly draft will and company resolutions, what are you going to do with your company? Or in the worst case, like the directors become bankrupts or go to jails or can't be found, then what's going to happen with your business? It's not only just relating to a single director, very important for if you are a director of a multi-director company, because if you the company have more than one director, and then because you can't perform your duty as a director, you cannot vote on the issue business matter, then that means like you might not be able to act on the best interest of your family. So you cannot protect your family's interests. So what can you do? I mean, if this is the problem. So why is this important? It's like if you cannot act as a director because something happened to you, then your business may not be able to continue operating, and then your staff may end up not being paid, and also the supplier. So the business can go down, and it's going to have a very bad negative and bad effects on your business value. So it's very important that to protect your business, it's to have a strategies to make sure that this is not going to happen to you. Also, in the case of bankruptcy as well, you really need this successor director to replacing you. So just before I, go into the solution to share with you, for those that don't know me, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Eng Sivyang, and I am a Fellows of Certified Practicing Accountant, also a Fellows of Self-Managed Super Fund Specialist, I'm also an authorized rep of a Merit Wealth, which is authorized to be able to provide advice in self-managed super fund. I have been in this industry for over 35 years now, and the experience and the skills and the knowledge that I have in this financial industry is, I can say that I'm the expert in advising clients of how to structure your assets and also helping you to grow your business. And this is all the licenses that we have in TMS. That's just a short introduction about myself. Now let's go into the problem. Okay. So I just want to give you an example by using a scenario. So that will probably help you to understand more what I'm trying to explain to you. So for example, I'm just using this as an example, but it's actually happened in the real life as well. Let's say John Smith is the sole director of a Smith Nominee Company, Proprietary Limited, which acts as trustee for the Smith Family Super Fund. So this is a company trustee of a super fund, and John passed away suddenly, and the shares in this company are all owned by John. And he have about 2 million in the fund, and most of the money in the fund are all in equity, which is all in shares. And the market is dropping. What's going to happen with this case? Because John had passed away suddenly, and then nobody can really act on his behalf. I mean, even though people will say, but we got a will, so the will, the executive will take care of that. But in a will situation, it's like it takes time because the will has to get into probate, and then if it gets challenged, it's going to delay time. But by the time the executor can replace John to act as a director, it will be months and years. So it's just not going to be happen immediately. So that's why having the successor director to replace John as quickly as possible, I mean straight away, it's very important so they can act on behalf of the family to protect the money not keep dropping. So that's very important. And that's why we stress the point that all the companies should have a successor director. So another thing I was thinking is like, because this is the new year, it's a really good time for us to have our financial house in order, like clean up our house, get everything set up properly. Then, we can go on for our the rest of our years and our life. And scenario number 2 is just another example is like, let's say John Smith and his wife, Helen, they both are director of a Smith trading company. And the shares are held by both, John and Helen, say 50-50 each. But then John passed away without a will because the will did not witness properly. It's not a valid will. So then Helen can take care of the business because she would jump in. But the problem is that Helen has been a housewife for many years, so she doesn't know much about the business. So for her to come to manage that business that John ran, she could not do it right. So unfortunately, the business gone down, and then it run in a loss of 500,000 and more. So in this case, like, okay, having your wife there to be your to replace you, it's not a bad idea, but you have to rethink, like if you're running a business and you already have a management team, you can select someone that in your business that capable of running continue this business for your family to be your successor director. At least it's going to be better than your spouse or someone that don't know anything about your business to run it. So that's why it's very important that you have a think about this, to have a right successor director, just in case something happened to you. What is the solutions? Like what do we do with this? Basically, we need a successor director, and a successor director, it's only come into effect when the original director cannot operate, like it's incapacitated, or maybe due to divorce, or maybe dies or bankrupt or go to jails or unable, can't be found. So this successor director will come to replace it, and then will continue to operating the business to carry out the duty as a director. But not all company that we have allow us to appoint a successor director, we have to review the company constitutions and making sure that the company constitution allow you to be able to appoint a successor director in the event of any circumstances happening. So we need to review the constitution. If the constitutions are not allowed, we can update it or upgrade it to include that clause. So that's not going to be a problem. And the constitution must include the ability of a director with the prior agreement of the board of directors to appoint a successor director. So it's very important that that we get this paperwork in place now, just in case anything that happened to you. Just let me share with you the 5 benefits of why we should have this successor director. Benefit number 1 is like having this successor director in your company. It will provide you seamless transfer of directorship in the event of the current director dies or cannot carry out their duty. So that's benefit number 1. Benefit number 2 is, it applies not only to the single director, but it's also to a director in a multi-director company. We just have to ensure that the constitution of a company that you have that allow you to appoint the successor director. And the benefit number 4 is the most important one, is like it will give you the benefits of provide the assets protection for your family wealth. And benefit number 5 is like it's just a simple and easy way to implement and execute this. Okay, so this is the 5 benefits of why we recommend that that you should appoint a successor director. But basically, this is just we just prepare all the paperwork. It's not going to execute it straight away. It's just that get everything that ready. If in case like something happened to you and you incapacitate or you sick or you bankrupt or something happened not right, pass away, this successor director, then we can just lodge the form with the ASIC and then appoint this successor director straight away. A lot of people will say, oh no, if something happened, I'll just go to my accountant and they can just appoint another director. No, you can't do that, because under the company's law, without proper documents, you can't just go and lodge the form and all that. It's against the law. But if you have these documents, then it gives you the right to be able to appoint the successor director to take place, and then you can continue your business. And then in that way, your family wealth will not be affected. Okay. It's a very simple way and also an easy way to implement that. And our TMS, we have this service for you. Now, just want to discuss, like, you're going to ask, like, who should be a successor director? Normally, the successor director normally is the asset holding person in a family group. And let me explain to you what I mean by the asset holding person. When you set up a company, a trading company, we normally recommend that we have to, let's say a husband and wife, we want, like, husband is the one that runs the business, so he's the risk taker. And the wife is not, it's more like a housewife. So she's not really running the business. So she can be an assets holding person. So all the personal assets and like even the house and all that can be under the wife's name, like anything valuable. But then if in case anything happened to you, and then the successor director, which is your wife, take over that, then if you don't protect the assets of the asset holding person, then it's just going to be at the risk as well. Let me just explain a little bit more about this. We have to make sure that the asset holder, the person that holding the asset, is protected, because they're going to replace the director, because they're the successor director. So how do we protect the assets? It's like we have this strategy called the protector, done by the solicitor, by our lawyer. And it's a very smart strategies and very cheap way of protecting all your personal assets. Because a lot of us, like, we all have our principal place of residence, which is our house, the house that we live, in our own name. Because if you have it in your own name, then you can get the land tax exemption. And also if you sell your house, then you can get the capital gains tax exemption. So all of us, we will allow to hold one, right? So we all put it in our name. But the problem is that if something happened to us, then people can sue us or whatever. Then our assets can be gone. But if you're using this protector strategy, it can protect your personal assets, all your personal assets, including your house and shares and everything. And then if something happened to you, then other people, the creditors and all that, cannot get anything from it. Okay, so I just want to explain a little bit about this, but this is a little bit complicated, but it's a really good strategies that I would encourage you to think about it, because it's a very cheap way, because you don't have to pay the stamp duty, you don't have to pay the capital gains tax, because if you transfer the assets from your name to a trust or to another entity, then you're going to pay stamp duty and you also have to pay capital gains tax. But for doing this way, you don't have to do that. So let me explain to you how this works. So basically, the protector is like, we need to have a family protection trust first. We have to set this up. And then under your personal assets, we work it out. What is your net equity? That means like we add up all your assets and then take away your liabilities. And then the net equity, we then give that to your family protection trust. And then after we give that, then it's all in the paperwork. And then the family protection trust will loan back the money to you and then take the charges over all your assets. So basically, we transfer the equity ownership of all your personal assets into a trust. So should anything happen to you, basically under your balance sheet, you have nothing. So which is then in that case, you don't have to worry about you're going to lose all your personal assets, which is in your name. So this is a very good strategies that if you're interested, just contact us and we will be able to organize it for you. Okay. And you only do it, it's like it's like more like an insurance, a peace of mind. Then, you can protect whatever that you earned so far. Let's go back to the successor director, right? How this work is this 4-stage. The process is like 4 steps. Step number 1 is like, we need to review your company constitutions to make sure that it allow you to appoint a successor director. And if it's not, then we have to update that constitution, that company constitution, updated to be able to have that clause in there to allow you to be able to appoint the successor director. And then we have to prepare a resolutions to make sure to allow you to appoint that successor director. And also, we also do arrange this enduring power of attorney to be prepared to be tied with that resolution of director. So this is all to do with paperwork, and it's all done by a lawyer, like it's all legal documents, and we have all this paper in place, but we are not lodging that yet with the ASIC. It's only if something happened, then that will come that will come effective straight away. Like we have that authority to do that. Okay. The TMS service that what we can offer you is like, we can create this successor director solution for your company, for all your company. It's not just your trading company, also, the company trustee for your discretionary trust, or trustee company for your self-management fund, your bucket company. All this, you need to have a successor director to have that prepare. And just in case something happened, it replaced straight away. And so the service that we provide will including to review the company constitutions. And then if you require, we will upgrade that as well, upgrade your company constitution. And also we will prepare the resolution of the director to allow for the appointment of the successor director. And then we also arrange for the enduring power of attorney to be prepared for you in line with that resolution of the director. I know it sounds maybe a little bit complicated, but all you have to do, just have to engage, like if you really want to engage us, and then we will do all this work for you. Normally, if you go to the local solicitors or local lawyer and you want them to do those paperwork for you, it will cost, as you know, the lawyer charge a lot, maybe more than $1,000 per company. But because we have an arrangement with our lawyer to give a special price for you, for our clients, and also for you that attending my webinar today, it's only $350 plus GST per company. And the process that we if you want to go ahead with it, it's very simple. I'll get Maris to put the link on the chat box, or you can just email us, or you can call us. I'll just got my details here. And then we can just start the work for you. And this is sort of like an insurance. Just get it done and that's it, and then you can go on to something else. So our focus this year is more into protecting your wealth and protecting your family due to, all these COVID things and uncertainty and so forth. And for the next few months, I will be sharing more cool strategies with you, like anything that can help you to save more money, save your time, save your tax, have that peace of mind, and protecting your asset, whatever that. I'm going to be running more webinar to share this valuable knowledge or strategies with you. Okay, so please feel free to type in your questions, and then if you have any question, or if you want to email me privately or email to our firm, please feel free to do that. I just want to cut it, make it short. And so my webinar for the next one, I will just watch out in your email and please attend to it. Okay, so thank you so much for attending my our webinar today, and we are here to help you to protecting your wealth and protecting your family. So stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Thank you.